Hello everyone, and welcome to your channel. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Today, I will share the most important news stories of the day, along with brief analysis to help you understand what is happening around the world. Stay with me until the end, and let us begin. U.S. President Donald Trump has appointed Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as the special envoy to Greenland in a move that underscores renewed American interest in the strategically important Arctic territory. Trump's announcement highlights his long-standing advocacy for stronger U.S. influence in Greenland, including past discussions about potential acquisition of the island. Greenlandic and Danish leaders have strongly rejected any idea of annexation, insisting that international law and the islanders' wishes must be respected. The appointment has sparked diplomatic tension between the United States and Denmark, which has summoned the U.S. ambassador in protest. Critics say the decision may complicate broader NATO cooperation and Arctic security cooperation with European allies. This appointment represents a rare example of a sitting U.S. president giving a gubernatorial figure a formal diplomatic role related to foreign territory. Trump's focus on Greenland reflects strategic concerns including Arctic resources, shipping routes, and geopolitical competition with China and Russia. Greenland's government has consistently maintained that the island belongs to its people and will not be for sale, underscoring strong local opposition to any external takeover. Denmark, which holds sovereignty over Greenland, has insisted on respecting territorial integrity, a stance reinforced by statements from its prime minister and foreign minister. Summoning the U.S. ambassador signals serious diplomatic concern and could strain broader ties between Copenhagen and Washington. European Union nations and Arctic neighbors have expressed solidarity with Denmark, warning that attempts to alter sovereignty could destabilize regional cooperation. Analysts say this move may complicate NATO dynamics, with some members wary of provocative U.S. foreign policy amid ongoing global tensions. The controversy arrives at a time when U.S. diplomatic efforts are also focused on peace negotiations over the war in Ukraine. Trump's Arctic strategy may appeal to domestic political supporters who view expanded U.S. influence as a priority, but it risks alienating traditional allies. Overall, the Greenland envoy appointment highlights how strategic competition in the Arctic is becoming a key element of 21st century geopolitics. And another news. The United States Coast Guard is actively pursuing an oil tanker called Bella 1 in international waters near Venezuela as part of an intensified effort to block sanctioned oil shipments linked to Venezuela and Iran. Bella 1 is believed to be part of Venezuela's so-called dark fleet that evades U.S. sanctions by disguising ship identities and oil cargo movements. The vessel has been reportedly heading from the Middle East toward Venezuelan waters, raising concerns about illicit oil transport. This pursuit follows the recent interceptions and seizures of oil tankers like Centuries, which the U.S. says were involved in transporting sanctioned Venezuelan oil despite disputed legal status. The heightened naval activity reflects an escalation in U.S. pressure tactics against the Maduro government and its international oil trade operations. The active pursuit of Bella 1 highlights how the United States is stepping up enforcement of its sanctions on Venezuela's oil sector by targeting vessels linked to sanctions evasion. The dark fleet concept refers to a network of tankers that turn off tracking systems and use false flags to transport crude oil without detection, complicating international oversight. By chasing this tanker in international waters, the U.S. is asserting its interpretation of maritime law regarding sanctions enforcement beyond the immediate Venezuelan coastline. The recent interception of Centuries shows that the U.S. is willing to board or seize vessels it believes are violating sanctions even if their legal status is disputed. Venezuela has condemned these operations as unlawful acts of theft and piracy, and Washington's actions have drawn diplomatic criticism from allies of Caracas and international observers. The situation has also strained relations between the U.S. and countries allied with Venezuela or opposed to unilateral sanctions, including Iran, which has historically supported Caracas's oil exports. Energy markets may react to these tensions, with oil prices potentially increasing if Venezuelan exports are disrupted and fewer shipments reach global buyers. Domestically in the U.S., some lawmakers support the crackdown as part of a campaign to pressure the Maduro government, while others warn it could escalate into broader conflict or legal challenges. The pursuit of Bella 1 is part of a larger pattern of U.S. maritime and military actions in the Caribbean and Atlantic regions, reflecting strategic interest in curbing sanctioned oil flows. Overall, this tanker chase exemplifies how economic sanctions enforcement is increasingly intersecting with naval operations, raising complex questions about international norms and geopolitical stability. These were the most important news stories of today. Thank you for your attention. If you would like to support programs like this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support gives me the motivation and energy to continue creating this kind of content. Please share your comments, feedback, and suggestions in the comment section to help improve the program. Thank you for your attention, and until our next news update, goodbye.